Lydia Des Dolles, MA Connect TV, standing at Ballybough Boxing Club with professional boxer Keane McMahon. What's the story?
Right? Yeah, all good, yeah.
So I said I dropped down because I missed you at the Celtic Clash Media Day. Unfortunately, your nanny passed away. That's why we were missing you. How's things?
Yeah, it's been a tough couple of weeks. Obviously, my nanny was my life. You know what I mean? My nanny raised me, but it's been a tough couple of weeks. To be honest with you, I wasn't going to take the fight, and then I said, look, it's what she would have wanted, like so.
Well, I know that from knowing you over the last year or so, you know, anytime that I've interviewed you after you fought, or anytime that I've met you in camp, or just how's things, you always talk about your nanny. You always spoke about how influential she was, how she raised you. And I was surprised, to be honest. I thought I was going to get a call to say that you weren't going to fight. But what was the decision to just say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it?
Well, I mean, I was out training for about 10 days when she was in the hospital, and I was talking to her, and when she was all right, and she said, look, she wanted me to fight, like, so it was tough. It was tough to hear. It was even tough listening to her saying, "Oh, fight," because I was just like, "Nah, fuck it." You know what I mean? I don't really care about boxing, like, but I was just like, I'm doing this my whole life. You know what I mean? I can't let these things deter me. Don't get me wrong, it's tough every day, like, but I just said, look, I'm gonna take the fight, and I'll win it for her.
I mean, it's tough, like, when, you know, as a boxer, as a professional fighter, you only fight a certain amount of time per year, and, you know, life happens, life gets in the way, and that's just the way it is. And it's one of those things that, I don't know, for myself, if something happens with me, I'm just like, I'm taking time out, I'm not doing it. And then you have to go, right, well, I need to kind of get focused and get back in there. Obviously, you're saying that you have been out for the last couple of days, for 10 days. How will you be now going back into it? I mean, obviously you feel fresh. You're not going to take a fight if you don't feel good. You know what I mean?
Come here, I'm still. I was training for the night round fight for the BOI title. So I mean, I'm doing 15 rounds on the bags and all. Like, I'm sparring 8 rounds. I'm sparring 6. Like, I'm super fit. But I think the thing was, whether I could get mentally right for this fight, because obviously I've had problems in the past where, if things was going on, like, I just crumbled. But the way it was, the couple of days off, I think, was good for me. I don't think it affected me, like, the fitness wasn't affected at all. I just think I needed time to just be with my family, and it's very tough. It's been very tough, like, but I needed the time to be with my family, and I think, if anything, with the help of Dave and Richie and everybody else getting behind me, I think it motivated me a little bit. Obviously it's still tough, but I think it gave me that little push, you know, and just said, look, go out and win it for her, like, and that's what I'm going to do.
Well, and it'll be even better on the night when you do win, and we'll have this amazing moment. The post-fight interview will be brilliant. But I mean, unless you spoke there about your mental strength, that's something over the last year. I mean, anyone who knows you, who's been keeping an eye on your career, knows about the kind of the mental side, the mental struggle, we'll say. You know, are you achieving? You know, you spoke very openly before about having gambling addictions and how you've overcome that, and, you know, your new focus, new fresh mind. This is like another level to your mental strength, I suppose, being able to come back in like that. It's important to you, right? Yeah,
it's very important to me. This is, I'm not gonna lie, this is the toughest period I've ever had in my life. And I'm talking, like, I've been suicidal in the past, like, and this has been the hardest thing to deal with, because through everything that was going on, I mean, Annie was there, so it's difficult going home to the house and she's not there. But it's very tough, like, but I just think, I mean, if this was a couple of years ago, I don't know what I would have done. We probably wouldn't be here talking to you.
So what's changed?
I don't know, just the good people around me, getting good advice. I think just knowing that everybody is here for me. And I just think working on myself over the last year or so.
In what way? Because I mean, a lot of people who've overcome what you have in your life say, you know, working on myself, changing my mindset. But when I speak to our viewers who have issues, like ongoing issues, and they say to me, you know, I get messages all the time being like, you speak so openly about mental health and overcoming, like, anxiety and depression and different stuff like that. How do you physically do it? Because our mental health system at the moment in Ireland is not as strong as it could be. Do you know what I mean? That does let people down in certain ways all the time. But and things like therapy and counselling, sometimes it can be a luxury. Sometimes people can't afford, they can't get on, you know. So what exactly, you know, what changed for you? What kind of different lifestyle choices have you implemented that are helping you to kind of go forward?
I just think, obviously I sometimes attend therapy. I attend GAA from the gambling, but I think the GAA meetings are more so just to listen. I don't go to get anything really on my chest, because all the things I do in the gym, that gets rid of the stress, so to speak. You know what I mean? The best place for me to be is in the gym. And sometimes it's hard to come to particularly in the last couple of weeks, it's been hard to get to the gym, and I've missed a couple of sessions because I've been sitting around fucking feeling sorry for myself. And but that's, I don't know, that's just, I needed time away from the gym as well. But then I was like, well, I need the gym at the same time, so it's a bit I don't really know,
double-edged sword kind of.
Exactly, and but I've been keeping myself busy over the last 2 weeks, sort of, to just, I think when you're sitting around thinking, it's bad, you know. Especially for me, I self-destruct. If I'm sitting around and I'm thinking about stuff, I'll go back to what I was doing before, you know what I mean? And I don't want that, so.
It's a good point. Well, hopefully, so anyone who's watching this, will take inspiration for that and reach out and get, whatever help that they need. But let's get back to why we're here. Fight night, Celtic Clash number 7. Obviously, Celtic Clash was the first time that we met each other, and we've had you on the show every time that you've fought on that, subsequently with all your wins. What can viewers expect on fight night?
I'm 100% gonna stop this fella. Whoever shows up is getting destroyed, because I'm in one of them humours where I just want to go out and just destroy this chap. I'm super fit. I mean, as I said, I was preparing for the title fight, so whoever shows up is getting beat up, and that's it.
I know that you're the sparring that you have been doing. You were saying that you were out with Gary Cully out in.
I was literally out with Gary Cully today. I got a few slaps off Gary Cully today. But I've been sparring Luke Keeler. Obviously, I always spar with Graham McCormick. He's a friend of mine. Phil Sutcliffe. We've been getting top sparring by this camp, So,
in terms of the boxers who are kind of on the pulse of things at the moment over here, that's them. Do you know what I mean? So obviously getting in the mix with them, it can only lead to good things. Yeah.
That's what Richie wants. Richie wants me sparring the best all the time, because I feel that's when I improve. Whether you're getting clattered around, you're learning something. You know what I mean? But I just need to test all the time, because I think if I'm sparring people where I'm having things my own way, then I'll get complacent, and obviously I want to be tested all the time, so.
I mean, you're talking about being tested and sparring. When it comes to actual fights, getting the fights together, there's a lot of people have said that they want to start seeing you now fighting other Irish opponents. You know what I mean? Is there anyone that you have your mind set on?
I mean, I think everybody knows. We asked for the John Joyce fight loads of times. John Joyce's last fight, he was looking for an opponent. I offered to fight him on a day's notice. I'm game ball to fight anybody, anybody at welterweight. I don't care, you know what I mean? I think I'd beat them all, But in terms of the fights that I thought I honestly thought that the John Joyce fight would have been made. For one reason or another, it wasn't made. No fault of my own. I mean, we offered to fight loads of times. That's no disrespect to John, you know what I mean? He just doesn't want to fight me. That's his team, and they don't want to fight. But
does that frustrate you when it's maybe people are saying that would be a good test for each of you, put the fights together, and then one side it doesn't come through?
I mean, I think it's a great fight for the fans. I mean, we've done loads of sparring together. Whether he doesn't want to fight because of the sparring, or I don't know. I don't see why he doesn't take the fight. He's talking about going down the European route, but I don't think he's had much of any step ups really. I mean, I had a step up in my last fight and stopped the guy, so. I'm asking for challenges. I don't care whether it's John Joyce, whoever it is. I just want to fight the best and see how good I am. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about, isn't it? That's why we're in this game.
And it is. I mean, there is a case, where people say about protecting records and picking fights, or not, I don't mean protecting records, but maybe not taking the challenge all the time. There's some guys out there who just consistently ask for a challenge and get challenged, and there's two types of type of fighter. I feel one that really does want to be challenged, or the other that's just kind of wants to be clever about the career. And you kind of think you have to have a balance, don't you?
There is a balance. The first 3 fights, they were building the record, but after the last fight, I mean, I'm definitely ready to fight for titles. We are supposed Jay Bourne offered his title up for a play, and we are going to fight for his title. It's vacant, BOI title, and that's a fight I still like in the future for the Irish title maybe. But I just need to be challenged. You know what I mean? What's the point of being in it if you're not challenged? You know what I mean? What's the point? I don't understand.
So if you want to be the best, you have to fight the best. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm doing in sparring. I'm sparring the best. And you see where I'm at. You know what I mean? And that's what you have to do. Well, that's what I think. What's the point of just fighting bin men all the time? You're not gonna get anywhere. You know what I mean? So
after Celtic Clash 7, is there anything in the immediate future that you're eyeing up, or just to see what comes in?
BOI title straight in the new year, because I was supposed to fight for the BOI title and we couldn't get an eligible opponent or a willing opponent. So be a white title in the new year, and then an Irish title then.
Will that be on Celtic Clash?
Yeah, I would like to think so. I'd like to headline a Celtic Clash show. I think they're great. They're the best shows in Dublin. I think they're the best. Boxing Ireland's the best promotion team in Dublin. They're getting the big fights made, as you can see from the show the weekend, and it's a great show. You know what I mean? So I'd like to headline one of them shows.
I imagine you bring a good crowd for a main event.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The whole of the
Inner City. The last time there was like a whole row of them.
D7 and D1, like they all show up. You know what I mean? They support their own, like, so it's great.
Good stuff. Well, before I let you go, we're obviously down in Ballybough Boxing Club, and the kids are like sparring away here. You obviously bring a certain amount of like inspiration to them, I suppose.
I suppose so. I mean, the kids are always asking me when I'm fighting. They go to me fights, and we have a few great talents down here. I think there's going to be a few future champions down here, so it's good
for them to have like someone of your level that's on the big cards, that's getting, does media, does press, getting like obviously you coming down here, seeing you being interviewed. It definitely like shows them what's possible.
Absolutely, yeah. I just think they just look at me with hard work and dedication. Anything is possible. Like, you know what I mean, and that's good.
David, it will kill you if you don't shout your sponsors there before you go.
A huge shout out to me. My main sponsor, Dublin Plumbing and Gas, and Amber Display and Design, Glenn Fox.
Well, listen, congratulations. Yeah, I'm thinking about the fight.
Say that, comes true anyways.
That's true, yeah. Congratulations. No, it's great to see you, and you are in great spirits, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the when is it, the 7th? No, it's this Saturday. Jesus. I know, sack me, I'm terrible at my job. It was this Saturday night. Yeah, looking forward to it, and it'll be good. So good to see you, and I'll let you get back. What's happening now? You going to do a pad session?
No, I'm done now.
You're finished?
I just done a hard session before I came in. So
you don't even look it. It's not fresh.
I'm looking fresh, yeah. But yeah, we're done now. So.
Well, listen, this Saturday night, Keane will be fighting on Celtic Clash number 7. So if you're in the area, Good Counsel in Drimnagh, make sure you get down and buy a ticket. Won't be disappointed. Keane McMahon for MMA Connect TV.